In this lecture, we are going to see how can we create a project by using Linux command line. If you remember, we have created our first project on Eclipse by going to the Maven archetype. I will just show you quickly what we have done earlier. It was just file, new, and we went to others and search for Maven project. Next, and we have used default location and click next. Here we can see all the archetypes which are available. Similar way, even we can get these archetypes in our Linux system and we can choose among these. And once we have chosen, of course, we have selected went to next and given the group ID, artifact ID and version ID, right? Same thing, we can do it in our Linux system as well to create a new project by using Archetype. So far we have used a Hello World simple Java application which generates the .jar. But here we are going to use the web app. So for that, you can just search for Maven web app archetype. It lists out the links where we can able to get it. But I am going with the first link where we have the instructions how we can able to do that one. You can see here Maven archetype web app is a archetype which generates a sample Maven web project. So we are going to generate a sample Maven web project, and this is the directory structure. It is going to create pom.xml, and in src we will have a index.jsp. This is the actual application location. How can we get it? That is mvn archetype generate. So it is saying that okay, we are generating from the archetype. And what is the archetype we are using? Whenever we want to use any archetype, of course it should contain the group id, artifact id and version id, right? So this information is needed. That is the information we are providing in this command to create it. So archetype we are using, that is group id is arc.apache.maven archetypes, and artifact id is Maven archetype web app, and version is 1.4. So this is the command we can execute to create a new project. But another way to check out all the artifacts is just executing this Maven archetype generate. It is going to list out all the archetypes how it is displaying over here. If I go back here, it is displaying all the archetypes, right? Similar way it is going to display. So let me execute that one. I came back to my Maven server, pwd, I am under root. So far we have first demo project is there. So now I am going to execute Maven archetype generate. It is going to display the list of the archetypes which are available. We'll wait for a while. Alright, now you can see total we have 2899 archetypes are available. We can choose any of these, and by default it's selected 1752, but we need a web app. I don't know whether it is a web app application or not. If that is the case, you can just come out from this. I'm just giving Control C. I came out from the command. Again, if I execute the same command with grep web app, okay, it displays all the archetypes which contains the word web app. Again, with the web app there are lot of archetypes are there. So rather than this one, what I can do, let me give the Control C, and I'm going to give the full name of our archetype. So this is the archetype ID, right? Maven archetype web app. So let me copy this one and execute it. Now it is going to display which matches to this pattern. Okay, now you can see we have got limited outputs, that is 1757 is Maven archetype web app which is developed by the org.apache Maven archetypes. So this is the one which we need to choose. Okay, number is 1757. Okay, so let's go back, Control C. Again I'm going to execute Maven archetype, and this time once it is displayed I'm going to choose this number. Other way is just directly executing this command. But anyway, instead of executing this command, I'm going with the manual way. Let's go and see what and all information it asks. Okay, so it is 1757. Let's execute. Now you can see it is asking for the version because we have selected the archetype. Okay, whenever we select archetype, it selects the group ID as well as the archetype ID. Now we need to select version, that is latest version is 7. Let it be the default, or else you can just type 7. It takes the this archetype. Now default value for the property. Now it's time to provide our own group ID. So we have given com.demo company, right? And archetype I am going to use second demo project. Okay, now snapshot, let it be the default snapshot, and package name, yes, it will comes as a company name colon artifact ID. Let it be the package name. That's it. And we would like to create, you can see It is just displaying to review your information. We have given the com.demo company, artifact ID, second demo project, version ID is so and so, package name is com.demo company. So just give S to create this project. Now you can see it has been successfully imported, and if I check ls, now you can see one more project called second demo project. Okay, this is how we can able to create a sample web app application by using the archetype on a Linux system through command line. And one more thing is we can able to get it from this command line as well. Let me try with this one and we'll see what does it do. There is no option to give the project name, but let it be. We'll try. Okay, are we inside the project? No. And we'll see what is the folder it is going to create it, or project name it is going to create it. It is asking for the group ID, artifact ID, and so on. So if we give according to that, it is going to create it. But anyway, I don't want to create it. So let me give the Control C. Clear the screen and ls. That's all for this lecture. In next lecture, we are going to see what is the content on this project. Thanks for watching. See you there.